2 minutes until we are getting the game back on. That is 2 minutes for skaters, for fans, for refs, for whoever is listening to me right now. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Got some pivot yoga occurring on the line. Skaters are only allowed to have their hips behind the pivots on the line, so you can see them trying to get out of the way. Pivots getting their hips as far forward as they can. Far backwards? I don't know, man. I do believe that's Princess Leia. Ooh, I can start recognizing their tattoos. Nope, I was wrong. That's Foxy.
They've made their way out of the pack first. They are the lead jammer right now in the second half.
Eternal Glam Nation getting caught up on Bricker?
But with some fancy
Bulldozer.
Glam is able to make it out.
Okay, if Bulldozer is the same player I'm thinking of, she also plays for Greenville, and she is insanely good. She's just like the last person you ever want to meet on the track.
Probably should have said this before, but if you are sitting super close to the black and white line, just know that you are in the splash zone. Yep. You can have a derby player slam into you, so be forewarned.
And you don't have a helmet on. Pixel Whip is scooching through on that outside line. Lizness Casual blocking that inside for 508, Princess Leia. And we've got a little bit of a split pack for River City. We've got Lizness Casual and Blaxican Ninja in the back. Versus Charlotte is playing with their whole pack of blockers all at the same time.
Yeah, we got Hell Hath No Fury, or Fury.
Running.
Blocking for Charlotte.
Little bit of a push there for Slaya from Coma Inducer. Very quick call off from Pixel Whip. 4 points for River City.
So I just want to remind everybody there is an award for biggest, loudest fan. You will get 2 comp tickets for an upcoming home game. So make some noise, jump around, do what you
some
gotta
jumping
do
jacks.
for some free tickets. Just like this guy, just like that guy.
Oh, that took me out. Tanya farting on the line with a jammer who is buried in there. That's PJ Public Enemy getting an assist from Bulldozer. You're good. Public Enemy getting right through that seam of Raven Darkhold and Sweets. And we've got a star pass to Smack Mamba. Smack, if you did not know, also plays for Team Indigenous Rising.
And we'll be announcing the second game.
We'll be announcing the second game
with someone from Indigenous Rising.
True, and then they're both going to the World Cup in like a month. Wow, these jammers are grinding. You can see Smack really trying to move side to side and open up that pack, versus Public Enemy is really pushing forward and challenging those blockers' strength. Tanya farting up there in the front, catching Public Enemy. They don't just jam, they also block. Bulldozer moving to the front to try to get Public Enemy out. Man, that was a hard-fought jam.
Yeah. Every point counts, turns out. So, just reminding everybody of our sponsors tonight. We've got the Haunts of Richmond, the sponsor of this year's Pose Punishers, locally owned and operated, celebrating 20 years as Richmond's haunted history professionals, doing public tours, private tours, and special events year-round. Tickets and information are available at hauntsofrichmond.com. You can also check out Haunts of Richmond on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all those socials that we do not really want to be on, but society makes us.
We've got a power start here with Hell Earnhardt already completing her initial, getting hit out to the outside there by Little Small Maid. And squeaking back on in. Some offense there in the front from Nat Maybe. Really just offense from everybody.
And
everybody
a star
hitting
pass
everybody.
over to Ninja coming around the track.
Hell Earnhardt almost clear. Getting caught up on Smack Mamba. A great showing from both teams. This is one of those games where you're just never safe as a blocker.
That's right.
They will hit you anytime, anywhere, whenever they want to. The jammers can be half a track away and they're just going to lay you out.
Our B team is getting ready, skipping behind the announcers today. I have never seen something like this before, but I am enjoying watching it.
Occasionally, they also do like mosh pit dances and they'll skank as well. Oh, Raven Darkhold there with a hit to the outside, catching Foxy. Foxy being forced to recycle there behind Smack Mamba and Sweets. A penalty assessed to Raven Darkhold. Fighting there in the front. Beautiful offense there from Bulldozer. And T is out as your lead jammer. But Foxy is just behind. It's a race. Ooh. That was a 2-2 jam. Great work by both jammers, really hustling to get their points. I think it is
We've got Princess Leia versus Eternal Glam Nation, and Leia is going to make it out of the pack first.
You know, one thing I've noticed about Slaya, really great lateral movement, cutting all the way from the outside to the track to the inside in like a blink of an eye.
I didn't even see them stop.
Yeah, truly. But this River City pack in the front is really holding it down. Slaya trying to take a t-shirt whip off of 315. Oh no, where's my roster? There it is. 315 being coma inducer. You can see this River City pack backing in to really squish up onto the Charlotte pack. Bulldozer there in the front trying to play a little offense for her jammer. And a back block on somebody. Back block on the jammer, Public Enemy #1. This is a power jam for River City. This is a great opportunity to pick up some points.
Folks. Got some offense.
Woo. Good thing I know that Pixel Whip is impact resistant.
And here goes Pixel making their way past the last blocker.
You can see Bulldozer going for that hit, but deciding at the last second not to risk the penalty.
And it seems like the jammer from Charlotte's going to make their way past the pack.
Pixel Whip there in the front, getting drawn back by Team Charlotte. Only 2 blockers there for Team Charlotte. Now only 1 blocker holding Pixel Whip back. Out of play in the front. PJ is out. Again, I'm aware that Pixel Whip is tough. But let's be clear, this is a tough pack. This is a tough game for both sets of jammers. These blockers do not play around. Hey, Jags.
What?
Have you ever been to RVA Pro Wrestling?
Never.
Dude, it is the most Richmond thing I have ever experienced. So if you've never been, I describe it as it's a experience that the audience builds for themselves.
Okay,
a very fun
immersive.
collective experience.
It's giving immersive.
It's immersive. It's Richmond. They do really great charity work as well.
Oh, tell
if
me
you
more.
want to have like a rip-roaring good time, come out to RVA Pro Wrestling on June 13th at the park.
Bunch of our skaters will attend these events, so you may see a familiar face or two in the audience.
Yeah, the overlap of people who like roller derby and people who like wrestling is just a circle.
Not surprising.
No, it's the same group. Oh, Tanya farting there, hopping around 315 coma inducer. And Hell Earnhardt just scooching right there on the outside.
I will say also that RVA Pro Wrestling is here today as one of our vendors, so go check them out as well.
Shout out RVA Pro Wrestling. We love them. Yeah, they opened with a death metal band and then had Nutsy and Natasha from the Flying Squirrels bring out their championship belts.
Don't even get me started on Nutsy and Natasha.
This is the pinnacle experience.
Girl heroes.
Most Richmond thing I've ever done. But it's great. It's just a bunch of very athletic theater nerds, which could also be said for roller derby.
We've got T versus Foxy. Foxy making quick moves around the pack.
River City trying to get a body on Foxy, but running into Bulldozer instead.
T still fighting her way through.
Bulldozer able to push T out on the outside. T being forced to recycle behind the Charlotte pack. Foxy trying to...
And T is going to make it through.
Foxy trying to scooch around Smack, but Smack forced her out. That's a power jam for River City while Foxy takes a sit for a track cut. And man, this Charlotte pack is running. They said, oh, you want to come play O on me? Good luck. Beautiful hit there in the front from Raven Darkhold on 129, whose name I could never remember, but she is rock solid. Wow, it feels like that penalty took absolutely no time at all. That's what happens when your players really hustle to the box. And this is going to be a 2-minute jam, folks, because Foxy was lead before heading into the box. Tegan held on that inside or outside line, but able to scooch around and stay in. Foxy caught up there in the front on Country Jam and Sweets. Again, two people I would like to not meet on the track. No.
No way. Just to give a shout out to our other sponsor tonight, we've got After Hours Landscape. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by After Hours Excavation and Landscape, digging deep and finishing strong, even after the sun goes down. Whether it's excavation, grading, or landscape design, they've got your outdoor projects covered. Thanks for sponsoring our Hollywood Undertakers.
Do you need to dig up a body or a rose bush? Either way, call After Hours Landscaping.
Yeah. I was just thinking that you gotta dig deep in roller derby.
Gotta have a lot of grit. Oh, and Glam pulling off what we call a bean dip. A little squeak out there on the outside. Princess Slayer dodging a hit from Nat maybe. And that's why we call it the splash zone, folks.
I actually saw 2 feet in the air at one point.
Everybody cool in the splash zone? Yeah, we're looking good.
We don't offer health insurance, unfortunately, and neither does this country, apparently, so...
Listen, man, we wear mouth guards. You don't. I like how I said we wear mouth guards as if you and I do, Jags.
You actually wear mouth guards sometimes.
While I announce?
No, well...
Just like in life.
Sometimes when I see the mouth guards, I think that they're like some kind of braces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why does everybody on the track have braces? It seems like we're at a timeout point, which is a great time for me to remind you about RCRD's raffle, which is going on. They are giving away $100 every day in June. Raffle tickets are just what? $10? Just $10. If you buy yours from a skater or during an event in May, every ticket gets multiple chances to win, not just one.
Yep, you get re-entered. When your ticket gets pulled, it goes back in the pot.
Yes, you can win more than once. You can win multiple Benjamins, I believe.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
You can tell neither of us are rich because neither of us know what's on a $100 bill. But yeah, you could win a couple $100 if you're interested in winning. Yeah, just a cool couple $100, cool Benjamins. Go over to the merch table.
Just for 2 Franklins? Is that who's on a 5? No. Lincoln.
No.
I don't know.
Adams?
I don't know. 2 5s. $2
Hamilton.
$5.
Is it Hamilton? I think it's Hamilton. It's Adams.
PJ is our lead jammer today.
That's
for
Public
this jam.
Enemy #1 with the speed. And a penalty called on Rock Solid. Pixel Whip approaching the pack. And Public Enemy saying, no, thank you. 8-point jam for Public Enemy. I do still think Sleia's 19-point jam earlier was our highest scoring jam so far.
How many points?
19?
19, 1-9.
1-9.
Can anyone beat it? We'll
Let's
find
find out.
in the next 14 minutes and 24 seconds.
You know, we could be the kind of announcers who take notes, but nah,
I can't read.
it's a lot of work. Hell Earnhardt there fighting, getting.
And Fart's going to make it out of the pack first and be our lead jammer.
Some offense attempted there from the Charlotte skater in the blue helmet, trying to throw on Blacksika Ninja. Ninja heading to the pack, or heading to the box. That was 2-8. Hell Hath No Fury trying to throw some offense. It's so hard calling out these fantastic Charlotte blockers because there's so many of them.
So many.
So many people I would like to not meet in a dark alley.
So many. I only have 2 eyes, it turns out. I cannot see.
And can't read, as we've
And
established.
I also can't read.
And can't do math.
There are numbers on the jersey, and I've already said I can't do math.
Oh, wow. Look at that speed there in the front from Foxy. T, though, also with her own speed, some very fast side-to-side footwork, trying to get around Bulldozer and Rock Solid. Again, Bulldozer and Rock Solid, a combination of people I would like to not meet on the track. Penalty assessed to Rock Solid. T is out on her initial. Box is clear for River City. We have 2 River City blockers returning to the track. It's a foot race, y'all. They're running it. Genuinely, I think one of my favorite parts about roller derby might be how kind the players are to each other.
Mm.
You know, you've got some butt heads.
Offering a helping hand.
But in general, it's just friends being friends.
That's right.
Butt wars with your friends.
At the end of the day, I think that derby players want to be hit and hit hard. And I think that's all what derby's about.
Really putting the M.
But then also a high five at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And some camaraderie. And speaking of camaraderie, we do have our after party at Don't Look Back today.
Yep. Kick each other's butts, buy each other a beer. That's roller derby.
That's right.
Eternal Glamnation is your lead jammer. Princess Leia fighting, getting caught up on Lizness Casual. Beautiful offense there from Rock Solid. Eternal Glamnation choosing to call it off from the ground rather than let Saleya come in and score more points. Your score is 165-50. It's been at about a 100-point lead for at least this whole half.
For sure.
Both teams pretty equal on their point scoring.
Even though Charlotte is winning, RCRD is going to make them work for every point that they get. You do not see the blockers or the jammers giving up here.
I'm sure you've heard us shouting out and hyping up these players tonight. If you're also like, dang, that player is strong, they're cool as hell, go ahead and vote in our fan favorite award. We've got people, I'm trying to spot Winnie, I don't see her. We've got people, there she is, she's jumping over there. We've got people with QR codes where you can vote for who you think played the best tonight.
You know what else you could do?
What,
you can actually save money by giving us money.
Yeah.
Which is, if you're planning, and you should be, to come to our Pride-themed game versus Nashville on June 14th, which I'm hoping to see every single one of you there, you can use the code PRIDE and scan one of these QR codes. We got one at our table. We got one at the merch table. I'm pretty sure we got one at the ticket table. And you will get money off your ticket.
Yeah, and you only have to pay $10 instead of $14 for a doubleheader match.
Pretty good.
It'll be a good gay time.
In this economy, I'd say every dollar counts.
You know, I'd say yeehaw to that one. Timeout is complete. Game is on.
Quick shout out to our Pull Get Up podcast, Torchy's Tacos, and Sacred Roller Skate Supply.
Whoa, big hits there in the front from Bulldozer trying to break up the pack for Public Enemy. Meanwhile, there's just the 3 blockers in the back trying to hold Pixel Whip. And this is the point where both packs get kind of squished up on each other and have to make a decision. Are we going to run or are we going to squish?
Run or squish.
Run or squish. That's Derby.
The 2 genders.
Oh, Public Enemy with the beautiful footwork there on the outside line. Fun fact, that outside corner is about 2 feet wider than other parts of the track, so there's a little bit more space there for the jammers. Pixel Whip coming up against my favorite duo of the night, Bulldozer and Rock Solid, and getting dragged back by Nerd Fighter. Did you forget to be awesome? Nerd Fighter didn't.
Something that I find so impressive is that these skaters have to know how to skate backwards.
Truly.
It's most of the game, especially for the blockers, is skating backwards.
That's what everybody asks me as a coach. When they find out I'm a coach, they're like, can you skate backwards? Yeah.
Yes.
I can.
I can barely even skate forward, let alone stand on skate.
Look, it's Winnie. Vote for your fan favorite. Dude, look how cute the fan favorite awards are, too. Somebody should win this. It's adorable. Thank you for looking. I love you. There's one for Harvest. Yeah.
How are we going to do this one?
We can pick either. Yeah. Ooh, Tanya Farding trying to ride up that inside line.
But we have Foxy making their way out.
Beautiful hit there from Rock Solid in the front, getting Foxy out. And again, Rock Solid hanging out in the front there. Everybody's nightmare. Well, except Foxy's. Not Foxy's nightmare. I think they're chanting fart. Probably not chanting Foxy, although Foxy's having a great game. Tanya Farding putting on the speed, putting on the footwork. But Nerd Fighter again with a hit to the line. Nerd Fighter seeming up there in the back with 0-4 painfully.
We got about 8 minutes left in this half with Charlotte up 177 and RCRD at 50.
Foxy Thunderclap resisting a hit there from Blaxican Ninja. Scooch around Looseness Casual, and she's out for another scoring pass. And again, if you thought this looked easy, it is not, I promise.
They're so good they make it look easy.
I do believe Ninja has the star. And a hit down from... Why do I always forget her name? Bulldozer.
3, Hellernart?
Bulldozer almost jumping off of her feet to try to have enough momentum to hit Ninja.
Uh-huh.
6 minutes left. Your score is 185 to 50. I'm announcing it like I'm announcing player numbers. Some beautiful offense there from 315. Multiplayer assessed to Lights Out. And T is out for lead jam. Slaya right on her tail. Love the energy in the crowd.
Yeah. With about 5 minutes left, I want to hear you guys make some noise for Roller Derby.
Wow, we were making so much noise I didn't hear the whistle. I was like, why is she skating off the track?
I'd say we have about much time for like 2 or 3 more jams.
Yeah, it depends on how fast they want to run them.
Depends on how fast people will do it. Yep.
River City choosing to take the back line rather than the front. Which again, you do risk getting stuck on somebody. Glam fighting in the front and getting out past Bulldozer. PJ right on her tail, though. This is why every endurance workout is laps. Nat Maybe and Little Soulmate there working together in the back to hold PJ. As Glam picks up 2 points and PJ picks up 1.
Looks like we've got a timeout right now. And that's right, you can still vote for your fan favorite tonight. I know you've been asking me constantly during this game if you could still do it. You can.
Oh, I'm so glad you answered my question, Jags.
Also, just to remind everybody, you get to save some money on tickets for our Pride themed game versus Nashville on June 14th. Pride Month, in case you forgot. Please scan the QR code at one of the many tables in this building.
Literally just ask any River City person
Anybody
ever.
will point you in the right direction. Use the code PRIDE, PRIDE.
For $4 off. It's like 30%. I don't know. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
And you get to come be gay. Like, rad.
Yeah, wear something fun. I don't know.
And Batty said, woo! Really got to admire the energy of these players on the track tonight. This is a hard game. They have been moving and grooving for almost an hour now. And they look fresh as daisies. Oh, getting stuck there on Raven Darkhold is Foxy Thunderclap. Foxy looking for a t-shirt whip off of Coma Inducer.
Foxy's going to make it out.
Lights Out to the box. Only 3. Ooh, and Hell Hath No Fury to the box. Only 2 Charlotte blockers on the track. Gentle reminder, the splash zone is called a splash zone for a reason.
It's kind of like a slip and slide, too. So
Truly.
It's like a slip and slide splash.
Oh, and we've got Foxy Thunderclap heading to the box for a penalty. Power Jam, River City. It's going to be a 2-minute jam, folks. Remember how I just said they look fresh as daisies?
That's right.
I hope they're feeling it.
So right now, the jammer from Charlotte is in the box, which means this is a power jam for River City. Even though Pixel is not the lead jammer, they are going to have to keep going out the 2 minutes until the jam is over.
You can see Pixel Whip bobbing around, Lights Out there on the outside. Can't confirm. Pixel Whip is hard to keep track of. Already a 12-point jam for Pixel Whip.
And they're going to pick up a few more points, but nope, they got to go back.
Yep. Foxy Thunderclap looking for some offense, and I do believe receiving it.
And if you're confused, why isn't anyone doing that funny little dance? It's because they have to keep skating.
Have to. For another 16 seconds. And these blockers are running away. Big hit there from Smack Mamba, taking Foxy down. Just a quick reminder, when somebody falls, it is not necessarily a penalty. Beautiful work there by both jammers, both packs. That was really incredible movement. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know for what speaking. 17-point jam there from Pixel. I do believe we have T on the line. And is that Jin or Slayer? That is Slayer out for lead. But T just behind her, outrunning Bulldozer. Slayer able to pick up 2 points there. Getting pretty close to 200.
If you want to commemorate your time at this game today, you can also head over to our photo booth.
We should go take a photo after
We
this.
should go take a photo
That's
after
so cute.
this.
You walk away with the photo in hand for the record.
Someone is over by the photo booth raising a huge sign that says photo booth. You can head over there after this game and get your photo taken.
It's very cute. They have props. They let you pick which photo you want to print out.
And maybe you can take a photo with a skater. I don't know.
Take a photo with your announcers.
Take a photo with your announcers.
We've got our pivot here for River City, or not River City, for Charlotte, just kind of stuck up in the River City pack.
Raven is holding them back, as well as, is that Sweets?
That is Sweets with Raven, yeah. And Public Enemy fighting through them. And Eternal Glam Nation try to get around Hell Hath No Fury, but it turns out Hell hath no fury, but Fury does.
We've got 48 seconds left in this half.
Public Enemy pushed out there by Raven Darkhold in the back. Eternal Glam Nation fighting around, lights out. And Glam is out. Woo! Pretty big hit there from 315, Coma Inducer. Coma's had a great game tonight. PJ getting drawn back there by the River City pack. Bouncing off of Smack and then getting drawn back by Sweets. Glam trying to capitalize on pushing these Charlotte blockers up onto the River City blockers. Hell Hath No Fury with the hit out to the inside.
And that's our game. We have our unofficial score of 201 Charlotte versus 273 RCRD. Get on up to the rink and give your skaters a high five. We are also going to be announcing our MVP jammer and blockers from each team. So somebody from each team, please come up and tell us who the MVP jammers and blockers are.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
So that we can celebrate them.
I'm so glad that we don't have to pick MVPs again.
Me too.
Because this would be such a hard game to pick MVPs for.
But we do have to pick biggest / loudest fan, is that right?
Do we?
And we want to celebrate our first game fan favorite player, Ninja.
Ninja, they love you in these stands.
I also love Ninja, and Ninja will be receiving this beautiful star tonight as our first fan favorite player.
Oh.
So sometimes getting your announcer a drink gets you something, which means that our biggest, loudest fan tonight is Michael Oppenheimer.
Hey! Thank you for supporting River City. You get 2 free tickets to the Pride match.
Hope to see you next time.
Don't worry, guys. There's still a biggest, loudest fan that you can win for the second game and also win 2 free tickets. Be like the skaters on the track. Don't let your energy drop.
We are still waiting for our MVP jammers and blockers. Once the team finish their photo, please come over to the booth so that we can announce it and so that I can go to the bathroom.
And I can warm up and gear up. Look at them all shiny and cheerful.
And we do have another game coming up for our B team, so please stick around and hang out and cheer as loud as you possibly can. Iggy, our announcer here tonight, will be playing in the second game.
Hopefully not against that many of the Team Charlotte people. We'll see.
Hello, hello, hello. People from both RCRD and Charlotte, please come over to the announcer booth and tell us the MVP jammer and blocker.
Give me your MVPs.
Get my stuff. All right. Perfect. I was like, I need you to wait for y'all. Once again, I am begging for you to tell me who the MVP jammer and blockers are from each team. Yeah, we've got that already. We announced it. And if your name is Ninja, you do have a star for being the favorite of everybody here. So come over. You got voted Sam favorite player. Now, do you know who the MVP jammer and blocker? Yes, Ninja, I have a question. Okay, do you want to give instances of blacks and Ninja when you're like being or
Someone's fine. I don't really care.
Okay.
I usually just say ninja sometimes because when I add black chicken, I get called like black chicken or black chicken.
Okay, cool.
So if you know how to say black chicken, then yeah, I'm fine with black chicken.
Okay. Just wanted to ask.
All right, our MVPs for game one. Team Charlotte has voted, and their MVP jammer for River City is number 7-2, Pixel Whip.
Pixel, get on over here.
And their MVP blocker is number 178, Raven Darkhold.
Raven.
River City has spoken. Their MVPs are number 129, Rock Solid. And their MVP jammer that they voted for on Team Charlotte is number 09, Foxy Thunderclap. So, Foxy, Rocky, Pixel, Raven, come here. All right. Paging Raven Darkhold. Paging Raven Darkhold to the announcer table.
If your name is Raven, please make your way over to the announcer table. Raven, 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 please come to the announcer table. Raven, if you're out there, if you can hear me, please come on over to the announcer table. Thank you.
Attention, both teams. 15 minutes to Derby. 15 minutes to Derby.
Team Charlotte, it's your warm-up time on track. Team Charlotte, it is your warm-up time on track. Check. All right, folks, welcome back for game 2 for River City versus Charlotte. I'm Smack Mamba, and I'm joined here with Biz, who's visiting me.
Hello.
This will be our first game announcing together, so we'll have y'all start in just about 3 minutes here. Again, we have River City River Rats going up against Charlotte's B team today. Do you know if they have a special name, Biz?
Yes, the bad assets.
I like it. All right, we're going to go into these teams lined up for intros.
Good thing I knew that. Yeah. Look, it's. Oh God.
All right, first up, folks, we're going to go ahead and introduce River City, your River City River Rats. First up, we have number 11, Iggy Icarus. Number 1101, Deadly Longlegs. Number 1229, Madam Jade. Number 13, Tofu. 1619, Lenny Scabbets. 1984, Punky Bruiser. 2806, Kill Switch. 404, Patient Zero. 419, Grim Possible. Number 42, Slain Mantis. 612, Killer Bee. Number 742, Shred Flanders. Number 8008, that's Dio Slamdo. And number 88, Peter Panic. And Bad Last, number 96. We're also joined on the bench by number 114, that's Janimal Cracker. And 77, Miss Mayhem. Our bench staff tonight will be Ninja, Swollen Country. We'll go ahead and get introduced Charlotte and Sweets.
So, with Charlotte's bad assets, we have number 3, Hell Earnhardt. Number 13, Neon Yogi. Number 1372, Frog Her. Number 196, Impossible Whopper. 2020, Ice Cream. Number 23, Terabyte. Number 29, EB Trippin'. Number 379, Smashed Potatoes. 42, Pucker Up. 46, Lacey Lawless. Number 59, Pain or Shine. 603, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Rah. Number 75, Piper. Number 80, Pinchworm. And the alternates for today, number 84, Perilous Pixie. Number 88, Peanut. And the bad assets bench staff today will be Uncle Paul, Cougar, Rock Solid, and Slammy. Good luck, Charlotte bad assets. Good luck to River City.
All right, folks, kicking things off with some ABBA here. We're going to get started in just a moment. A little bit of fun fact for y'all. Pain or Shine is actually a former River City player going up against her former team tonight. So it should be a really interesting, hard-hitting fight from both sides.
And if you want to get to your concessions before the game starts, they are closing at 8 o'clock. Get your snacks and drinks before they close down. Got 45 minutes.
And of course, after the game, you can always join us at Don't Look Back for our after party this evening. Go ahead and grab some amazing tacos from them. Come say hi to your favorite skater. Thank a ref. By the way, we would not be able to have this game today without our refs and our non-skating officials. Without them, Derby isn't possible. Give it up for Team Zebra out there.
Woo, we love the officials.
I've also thought that was is it still a perfect call for Zebras? I like it. I don't know. I'm not a ref. Yeah. All right. Looks like we're setting up on the jam line here. It is a little hard for us to see, but we'll try to announce who's out on the track as we go. Right now for River City, we have Killer B on the jam line. And we'll have that Charlotte player in just a moment.
And it looks like the jammer for Charlotte is number 46, Lacey Lawless.
Almost out as lead, but not quite by Shred Flanders there with a run back. Could still be either jammer at this point. Both teams fighting it out on the first turn.
Looks like they have all 4 players in the back holding back Lawless.
Lawless is almost out, going up against a 2-wall here in the front of the pack right now by River City.
Ooh, little run back there from Smashed Potatoes on that River City jammer.
And Lacey Lawless will be our first lead jammer of this game. Give it up for lots of recycling happening out there as Lacey gets her second pass. First pass. And Tofu's out with a star pass here for River City.
And the jam is called off.
Looks like we have 7-0 currently, Charlotte's favor.
And on the line here, jammer for Charlotte is Neon Yogi. You can spot them from a mile away.
And we have Lenny Scabbets out for River City. Lots of fire out here right now from both jammers fighting for the front. We'll see which one gets lead.
And there's Neon Yogi with lead jammer for Charlotte.
Lenny Scabbets in the back here constantly moving. Little apex jump trying to get through, but Charlotte runs them back once again as Yogi comes around.
And Neon Yogi's through for her first touring pass.
We have a star pass by River City to Bad Lass.
And Neon Yogi's calling off the jam.
Folks, if you didn't know, we have a raffle currently going on. Please be sure to flag down one of your skaters who should be offering up those raffle tickets, or go visit the merch table where you can also pick up your favorite River City roller derby merch.
Jamming for Charlotte is Hell Earnhardt.
And out for River City, that's going to be Kill Switch on the line. Looks like we had a little bit of maybe a dance-off that was about to happen. Big hits out on the outside.
And Hell made it through on the inside.
I believe this is their second game. Not looking tired at all.
Fun fact, Hell is a trio of the family trio. There's her sister and her mother plays.
Are they on the same team right now?
They are Frogher and Hell are family.
See, y'all, derbies for everybody of all ages. Kill Switch with a star pass getting out for River City. Hell Earnhardt is also such a good derby name, especially if you're from North Carolina.
The first game had all 3 of them.
I wonder if she skates like he raced.
She does.
So fast and aggressive.
Yes.
A little unhinged, but we love it. On the jam line right now for River City, we have Deadly Longlegs.
And for Charlotte, we have, where is it? Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Out in the crowd, we have Nat Maybe trying to get folks to
Oh, and
participate in our
Tyrannosaurus
halftime.
Rex out with lead jam for Charlotte.
Deadly Longlegs up against a 2-wall here. Tripod by Charlotte. Excellent work on the outside line there.
And T-Rex is calling it. It's hard to say, not to say. And you're coming up to the pack. I'm trying not to do that. I can't do that. I'm like, don't say that. Don't.
All right, 22 to 0 currently. Charlotte's favor. Still very early into this game.
And it looks like their Lacey Lawless is lined up on the jammer line for the Bad Assets.
Ooh, a little bit
Small
of
but
there.
mighty.
And that little bit of a spill allowed Killer B to get lead jam for the first time tonight. Give it up for B, y'all.
And Lacey is out for Charlotte Bad Assets.
Big spin from Killer B there after multiple hits by Charlotte. And that, unfortunately, is going to cause a penalty. So it'll be a power jam for Charlotte.
Power jam, jam, jam. I'm so excited about this. I knew you. Once I get more comfortable, I gotta relax a little.
Power jam is currently happening as we have both teams trying to figure out what they should do to help this jammer out. River City trying to reform and not allow them to get through.
And
looks like a real hard, sticky wall out there.
I am. When I look down, I'm like, shit.
Currently, both jammers squished in this really tight formation on turn. Killer B released from the box, but they still are down one player. Really
There's
impressive.
a nice tripod in the back. Charlotte holding back that River City jammer.
Looks like that's number 196 out there.
And here's Lacey Lawless back in, trying to get some points.
Oh, and unfortunately, Impossible Whopper will be going to the box. I was just about to say they were doing some impressive but I guess in that time, something happened. I didn't see it, so I think it was clean. Back on the
if you don't watch out, that Whopper might get you.
Out on the track, we have Lenny Scabbets for River City. Current score 29 to 4. Still Charlotte's favor right now.
There's 22 minutes and 19 seconds left in this game.
Some fancy footwork out the gate, but
and Neon Yogi for lead jam for the Bad Assets.
Beautiful hit to the outside there. Ooh, a lot of action happening. Charlotte trying to reform to hold Lenny. Lenny is unstoppable, though, as Yogi tries to get through to get some points before Lenny returns. Ooh, and a big scoop as Lenny tries to pick up some points. We'll see what the Revs have to say about that.
Oh, and it looks like Charlotte got 2, but River City got 4.
Getting some points on the board there. That's going to bring our score 32 to 8.
It's Hell Earnhardt.
Hell Earnhardt.
Coming up on jam number 6, we got Hell Earnhardt on the line for the Bad Assets.
Do you know how they count in North Carolina? It's 1, 2, Dale. And
Hell Earnhardt out for lead jam.
Living up to her legacy there. Kill Switch is out for River City, trying to make their way out of the pack.
And there's Hell out of the pack for her first scoring
Big
pass.
spill. That floor got a little slippery, it looks like.
I don't know if this is roller derby or ice skating. Woo!
Based on what I'm seeing, it might be a little bit of both. Both teams have some impressive tripods set up, with River City set up in the front, trying to bridge it out. Charlotte not letting Killswitch get by just yet. And that's going to give Earnhardt a chance to get through once again.
And Hell calls the jam. Score 44-12.
Folks, if you haven't gotten your raffle ticket yet, be sure to buy it before the halftime. Go ahead and visit our merch table. We also are always looking for our biggest and loudest fan. It's a tight competition usually out there, but if you feel rowdy, please make it known, because you will win 2 comp tickets for the upcoming home game, which is in just 2 weeks. Jam is on. Deadly long legs out there for River City, but it's going to be number 03.
603. Tyrannosaurus Rex for lead jam for the Bad Assets. Oh. And it looks like that's going to be a back block on Tyrannosaurus Rex.
So that gives River City a power jam. Oh, but I believe both jammers are heading to the box.
It looks like T is about to get released.
Legs shouldn't have to sit for too long, but because T got there first, they will have an opportunity to put more points on the board real quick, with legs quickly behind. Good cleanup hit there by number 29 for Charlotte. That was E.B. Trippin that had that nice hit out. Please disregard. That is not our after party. Our after party is still at Don't Look Back. Hello, other convention center room, apparently. I think we're getting a little bit of feedback from other events happening in the convention center. But back to Derby. Legs was able to pick up some points in that last pass, with T not far behind. This will be a 2-minute jam, which I'm sure is every jammer's favorite activity. No one can call it off. You just got to keep doing your best, try to get through.
Oh.
Lots of spills here by both jammers.
Some penalties being assessed here. I see a cut track.
Does look like Deadly Longlegs will be sitting in the box for this one, which means that Charlotte will have a power jam start in this next jam. Current score, 55-23.
Charlotte sending out number 46, Lacey Lawless, for the power jam. Charlotte is starting down a player.
Yeah. Madam J trying to hold back number 46. They are released, which means they have lead jam for this power jam. Charlotte providing some to get their jammer through, but unfortunately they have been reset. Box is clear. Kind of looked like Deadly Longlegs was just having a nice little chat as they rolled up with that blocker.
That's their break time when you go to the box.
Yeah.
Time to catch your breath, catch up on your cheese smack.
Make your after party plans. River City in the front here with a tripod formation as Charlotte tries to get their jammer back out again.
River City has a tight wall here, holding back that jammer. And the River City jammer is out. Number 1101, Legs.
Unfortunately, Legs will not have picked up any points in that because the star was not on her head, but she was able to get out and get lead. Still 15 minutes left in this half. We have Killer B out there against Neon Yogi.
You guys have 30 more minutes left for concessions. Get your drink on, get your grub on. We'll close at 8. Jam is on. And Neon Yogi fighting out front gets spit out the pack as lead jam.
Killer B looking for some help there, but trying to sneak through on this outside line and fights her way through as Neon Yogi comes back. And she is not taking up any time.
And there's Charlotte's jammer Neon Yogi taking a penalty for a back block, getting sent to the box.
Looks like we have somebody else being assessed a penalty. We will wait.
Looks like another penalty for Charlotte. Number 29, EB Trippin, low block.
Everybody's going to the box.
Another badass that go into the box.
I get it. Sometimes I miss my teammates, and I'm like, you know what? I will come sit with you and keep you company. Killer B out on this power jam. Now, because Killer B is not lead, this will be a 2-minute jam. Lots of opportunities to pick up some points.
On both sides. And it looked like both jammers are back on the track. Coming up to the pack.
Yogi with some beautiful footwork on that inside line.
Making it through for her first scoring pass. Again, this is a no call-off jam, 2-minute jam, no lead.
River City trying to reform to hold Yogi back, but that Charlotte O has been phenomenal all night, both in the first game and the second game here.
Neon Yogi's out for her next scoring pass.
Yogi did all that with a shoelace untied, apparently. Heading into this next jam, we have Lenny Scabbets out there, I believe, going against Dale. Hell, not Dale. Hell. Sorry. Both packs setting up here at the front to give their jammer lots of space to run. And they used it with all this speed out the gate. That's going to be hell as your lead jammer for this one as Lenny fights their way through.
Lenny's looking like they're taking off the panty.
Beautiful. Beautiful slice there by Hell. But Lenny's feet do not stop moving the entire time. Looks like they maybe have been assessed a penalty, maybe are
I think they have a equipment malfunction with their glasses.
I see their glasses are off.
Yeah.
I assume that a lens has been broken or something, but either way, Lenny has to take a knee and allow this jam to play out. It's unfortunate when it happens, but safety first, y'all. Beautiful little hop there by Hell. Unfortunately got knocked out of bounds, but it was still appreciated.
And it looks like Whopper.
They knew I liked it, so they did it again. Thank you so much.
We still have Hell as lead jam, scoring on a scoring pass.
Peter Panic heading to the box for a track cut penalty. With Iggy Icarus trying their best to hold Hell back, but will have to release.
I see 2020 out there. I scream. Fun fact, maybe Lenny can go see the optometrist after the game.
River City still now has 2 blockers in the box, unfortunately, giving Charlotte a bit of an advantage here.
That box seems to be in and out today for this game. A lot
Yeah.
of
I still think the floor got slipperier. Hell
And
making
Hell-
their way through.
and Hell calling it off right as Lenny was really back into the jam.
Got to at least see them make an appearance.
Yes. Score is 94-38. Bad assets.
Folks, remember you can always vote for your fan fave too. We will have MVPs at the end of this game, but if you have a favorite skater out there, be sure to let them know. If you see someone coming around with a QR code, we will try to have them selected. Halftime is coming up in just a moment. If you have not received your duck toss, go ahead and purchase those from one of our lovely folks walking around. They are $2 to enter, and you win or are entered for a chance to win a pair of tickets to our next game in just 2 weeks, and that is our Pride game versus Nashville. You can pick up tickets for that game at the merch table, and today only, you can save $2 by purchasing them over there.
So we're gonna give it to the other team, and then they have my these. So whenever those other ones are ready, they'll go to our team. Make sure of that. Thank you so much.
Looks like we had a little bit of a timeout occurring.
Looks like official timeout.
This seems like an excellent time for some dancing on the jam line. Not telling you what to do, but it seems like a good moment to wiggle it out.
Maybe we have to mix up the DJ songs here.
Oh, they are serious skaters focused on a serious sport.
Let's see if we can make them unserious.
Yes. It's all my music.
I see.
Let's go ahead and shout out some of our sponsors here. Hans of Richmond. This sponsor is Hans of Richmond is sponsoring our Post Punishers this year, one of our home teams. They are locally owned and operated, celebrating 20 years as Richmond's haunted history professionals. Public tours, private tours, and special events are offered year-round. Tickets and information are available at hauntsofrichmond.com. You can also check them out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. Would you like to read another one? Any of the other two? You don't know.
So after hours landscape is today they're part of that expedition. Oh, I heard her saying that shit. They left.
Oh, they're one of our sponsors with the year. Okay.
I'm not doing it. You do it.
I'll do this one. We also want to thank our friends that are here today at RVA Pro Wrestling for their continued partnership this year. Find them and their merch table today and follow them on social media at RVA Pro Wrestling. You won't want to miss their next event on June 13th at the park. A bunch of skaters will be at these events, so you might see a familiar face or two in the audience.
Support your local pro wrestler.
Listen, I have pitched to them multiple times that they could throw me through the air for fun. No one's taken me up on it yet.
Is that like little people tossing?
I'm pretty light and hurlable. I feel like they could just chuck me through the air.
Little, but I don't know about light. Have you seen your guns?
It's all muscle. All right, current score, Charlotte 94, RCRD 38.
And T on that jammer line and out as lead jam for Charlotte's bad assets.
Kill switch out for River City fighting against this wall here at the front by Charlotte, pushing them forward. And that no cack is called, so they will have to let kill switch go. Charlotte's jammer is back, though, and ready for action on this first initial pass. This kill switch comes through.
And Charlotte is out with her first scoring pass. T is focused.
River City reforming to recapture Charlotte's jammer there. No one is out at this point.
And it looks like the Charlotte Jammer is getting taken back by 8008.
That's going to be Dio Slamdo. Shred Flanders, and looks like that's Grim Possible out there just trying to hold beautiful O there by number 42 as they try to open it up for their jammer, but this wall is stuck.
42 over at Charlotte's Bad Assets is Puck Her Up. Fun fact about Puck is they are on Team Greece and will be joining Smack and I at World Cup in June.
Yes, if you would like to support, I do have stickers at the merch table. All right, both these jammers still stuck here as these walls are just not budging, but Kill Switch out finally on the inside line there.
And looks like T is calling off this jam.
Saw the run back happen. He said, I don't want none of that. That wall was enough. We're going to reset and let the next jammer come on.
Score is 102 to 42. Bad Assets.
Deadly Long Legs out for River City as we go into this next jam.
And Lacey Lawless for Bad Assets on that jammer line. Facts up front.
Deadly Long Legs, lead jammer.
And-
Lacey not far behind.
Looks like River City is calling this jam off.
Big hit to the outside.
That looks like Impossible Whopper. Got to keep your eyes open. What?
The next time, I'll just keep it. Oh shit, this thing's in my way. Jam is on.
We've got Neon Yogi for the Bad Assets jamming. Getting spit out the front there as lead jam. Looks like the River City panty has been taken off. Jammer panty has been taken off. Jammer is fighting against that 3-wall in the back for the Bad Assets.
Killer B getting recycled, but Charlotte is going to pick up a penalty for number 1372.
Frog her. Let's go into the box, I think, for a direction. Neon Yogi is out for her first scoring pass. It's 4 points.
Funky Bruiser heading to the box to go join Dio Slamdo for River City. So 1 in, 1 out, most likely. Hit to the outside there by Bad Lass, and Yogi decides to return just in case. Dio and B have re-entered.
Neon Yogi getting recycled back. It's coming up to the tripod for the River City.
Looks like Bad Lass has picked up a penalty as well as the Charlotte blocker returns. And Yogi is out again and decides to call it off, racking up quite a few points in that last jam.
Score is 114 to 43 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first half.
Which means in the next 5 minutes or so, we will be doing our halftime competition, which is our Chuck-a-Duck. Ducks are only $2. I'm currently wearing one on my head. You can go purchase them from the merch table or from one of our lovely folks walking around. $2 to participate in the halftime, and you do get tickets to the next game.
Don't be shy. If you are good at cornhole, you can win these tickets with this Chuck-a-Duck.
Are any other secrets to winning that you got for them?
Look like no.
Underhand, not overhand.
Pick the green ducks.
The green ducks. Oh, the green
seem
ducks
to
light,
go.
a little lighter.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They like to go into the pool easier.
Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by After Hours Excavation and Landscape, digging deep and finishing strong even after the sun goes down. Whether it's excavation, grading, or landscape design, they've got your outdoor projects covered. Thanks for sponsoring our Hollywood Undertakers this season.
You know, digging deep and finishing strong sounds like all the Derby teams here today.
Yes. Just a few more jams left this half. We have Lenny Scabbets out there for River City Roller Derby.
And it looks like Hell Earnhardt out there for the Bad Assets. I can always usually tell when I see those yellow shin guards.
Beautiful opening on the outside line there by Charlotte. Some excellent O as Lenny Scabbets tries to work their way back through the pack. Hell Earnhardt back to get those points with Lenny right behind.
Looks like Hell's going to call it with keeping her 4 points with River City at 0.
It's a little bit of a foot race there.
Lenny, the Energizer Bunny.
Starting off this next jam, it's going to be Deadly Long Legs for River City.
And T for the Bad Assets.
Take a second to talk about some of our vendors tonight. We have both Fifth City here, which is run by 2 skaters from River City Roller Derby, and RBA Pro Wrestling here tonight. Make sure you go and stop by their tables and say hi. Deadly Long Legs facing up against a Charlotte Tripod here in the front. No lead declared just yet.
Oh, looks like a penalty is going to be assessed to Frog her for some direction.
Big hit there by number 29 from Charlotte. And that's going to be E.B. Trippin out there laying out a lot
Legs
of hits.
is out for lead jam for River City.
Ooh. It's that elusive fifth blocker, the floor, back again.
And it looks like River City's being assessed a penalty for a out-of-play block. Number 419 has got to go into the box. Grim possible.
Deadly Long Legs still facing off against a very strong 2-wall here in the front by Charlotte.
And Frogger coming out of the box strong with that offense.
Big spill.
And T gets out. But the jam is called.
Current score 118 to 47. 3 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, 118 to 51. 3-ish minutes left in this half. Be sure to go get those ducks, y'all. Out on the jam line, we have Killer Bee. Oh, I think it's starting on its own, actually.
Oh, and Lacey Lawless for jamming for the Bad Assets. Coming up to that tripod in the front of River City. The offense is up there with her, and she is out for lead jam.
Shred Flanders trying to play O for Killer Bee. River City finally letting Bee out of the wall here. Right as Lacey comes back to pick up some points.
And Lacey's out of the pack with her 4 points. And it looks like
Killer Bee
is right behind, forcing the call off.
We're hoping for a WAP out there to.
Yeah, we were looking for some
nice
WAP.
Heading into possibly our last jam of this half. Current score 122 to 55. We have a team timeout by River City, I believe, in this moment. Oh, I'm sorry. That's going to be Charlotte's timeout. Last call for your ducks, folks. And also 10 minutes till concessions close. If you need yourself an adult beverage or a little snack, this would be the time to go grab it.
Last call for alcohol. Until we get to the after party.
And that after party again will be at Don't Look Back. They have some excellent tacos. You come and see your favorite skater, buy them a drink, tell them good
buy
job.
them a taco.
Maybe give them some ice if they need it.
some Aleve, some ibuprofen.
And again, we're looking for our biggest fan in the crowd as I hear all these bells playing behind me.
Cowbell. Yeah. More cowbell. More cowbell.
And we're back with Neon Yogi out for Charlotte.
And the never ever ending Lenny the Energizer Bunny.
Beautiful footwork on the inside with Lenny sprinting behind you.
But Neon Yogi's out first with Lee Jam, but right behind this, Lenny
I'm not going to lie.
forcing Neon Yogi to call it over there.
I think if I got Lee and turned around and saw Lenny coming at me like that, I'd be pretty scared.
Lenny's looking like a bulldozer. Feet's never stop moving.
See some mutual hugs happening from both teams there with Iggy and Paint or Shine.
And we got Hell on the jammer line for Bad Assets.
It's a good time to remind folks that even though there's some hard hits happening out there on the jam line, we do shake it off afterwards and share a drink or two, maybe arm wrestle at the after party. It's all in good fun. And Deadly Longlegs is Lee Jammer!
You got Hell coming right.
Oh, but it looks like a late penalty has been assessed, giving Hell.
Charlotte the lead power jam.
And that's Hell Earnhardt out there again, living up to their name.
Oh, and they were also assessed lead jammer.
Not sure what the penalty call off was, but this will.
I think it was a cut track. Well, WAP is out there, I thought. Yep.
Peter
There's
Panic trying to slow down Hell there.
You got some fancy footwork happening from Hell, sliding and gliding on this ice rink floor.
And some communication there from Iggy in the back, letting Legs know that they're in and clean, allowing them to get through.
And it looks like Smashed Potato is is headed to the box.
Some fancy
pivot.
backward skating there too by Hell at the end. And that's going to be halftime, y'all. We're going to have our Chuck a Duck competition here in the center in just a moment. Ending the score currently at 138 to 55. We will see you in about 15 minutes. Go grab a beverage while you can. Concessions close in about 5 minutes. I actually am going to turn my mic back on for just a moment. We are going to start our halftime in just a second, y'all. If you would like to participate, please go purchase a duck. We've got Raven here in the middle ready to take your money. Currently, you have one person to compete against, so let's at least make it interesting, y'all. BBL out here is going to hold it down. If not, give them a little bit of competition. Only $2 to participate. Get 2 tickets to our next game.
It's $2 for one or $4 for two.
Now I need to know if I can walk this times back to back. Last call. We've got BBL out here holding it down and maybe Kilby, I think, for our Chuck-a-Duck.
I think I see another Team Indigenous Rising player here in the building.
I invited Biz here to come join me and my teammate Mush because we will be leaving for Worlds in Austria in about a little less than a month. If you'd like to support us, I have stickers at the merch table. But otherwise, go support Indigenous Rising. I think we have somebody from Team Greece here as well. Trying to think if there's anybody else.
Pucker up.
But yeah, Roller Derby World Cup happens every 4 years. Come
And
and ask us about it.
being held in Austria, Innsbruck, July 3rd through the 6th.
Do we have all of our contestants for the Chuck-a-Duck available? I can go on up there if you'd like.
He's saying no.
All right. Looks like we have few more folks joining us for this halftime competition. That's Lenny Scabbits out there ready to compete. You can come see Raven here with these fabulous shiny shoes on. Come give her $2. Come participate in this halftime before we wrap it up.
If you're planning to come to that Pride game, this is the perfect opportunity to get your free tickets. Well, $2.
And you know what? Even if you don't win today, exactly, you can today only get a $2 discount on tickets for our next game in just 2 weeks. That is our Pride theme game against Nashville. All right. Once we get the signal from the halftime person, we'll start in just a moment. Looks like we've had quite a lot of folks come up to join, so we will give them a chance to get set up. Still 10 minutes left. Concessions close in 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Can we do a shout out?
Shout out to Winnie at the ticket booth. She still got it.
Okay.
So yeah,
Go
see
Winnie.
Winnie. All right, folks. Looks like we're setting up here. Halftime will be kicking off in just a moment.
Looks like we're set. And the Chuck-a-Duck is getting set up for their first contestant. Looks like they missed. But don't worry. You could always go ask your parents for $2 more and get another duck. Our first winner here. Good job. Oh, I just saw another duck end up in the pool. Looks like Lenny sunk the duck, but I don't think they're going to need tickets for the next game. Ooh, that was some concentration to sink that. Looks like we got multiple ducks chucked and in the pool. Waiting to see who the winner will be. Oh. Concentrate. There you go. Good job. Nice. Another duck in the pool. There's still time to get some more ducks. $2 and a chance to win tickets to the next home game. Mamba left me alone on the mic, but I see her running here to save me or to turn off the volume. I don't even know how do they do the winner. There's like everybody freaking the kid won. Lenny got it. This one. I don't know who's the winner.
Thank you. I have a feeling they count.
I remember hearing some of these, but also it's low, so you don't always know. You spin me.
Yeah. I try to
Come,
like,
baby, right?
like
You have to do that or that. Yep.
come on. Yeah, it's our like game day playlist. We have a different one for our practices, but these are all songs that like people always want to kind of dance. You know what I mean?
So I picked up a bottle that's not mine. Okay.
I know who that belongs to. Oh, thank you so much. That's Ninja's, I'm pretty sure.
We've got a little under 6 minutes left in the half.
And we're back, folks. Starting this next jam off. We left you at 138 to 55, Charlotte's favor. Everybody's loosened up, shaking it off, ready to start back up.
On the jammer line here for Charlotte, we have Lacey Lawless.
All right, as we head back into this next half out on the jam line, we're going to have Killer B for River City Roller Derby. And is that T out there on the jam line for Charlotte? Sorry, that's Lacey. Lacey Lawless. It's just because they're so fast. Can't tell who it is. They're so fast. We'll also have your fan favorite announced for you in just a few moments. Thank you to everybody that participated. Jam is on.
Looks like River City's up front and out at lead jam.
Excellent footwork there by Killer B. Strong trying to hold there. Jade attempted
And
to catch
Lacey
Lacey.
is out. She looking like they were pushing sled.
Killer B calls it off as they run through the pack. I don't know if you saw that, Biz,
Nope.
but just a lot of fancy footwork as the jam is still going, hoping the ref will see it in time. But you play all the way through for that exact reason.
You can still score points up until that fourth whistle.
Out on the jam line, we have Neon Yogi and Lenny Scabbets facing off once again.
Both jammers with some fancy footwork.
And out on the outside line, Lenny Scabbets, lead jammer. Yogi
And
not
we have
far-
Yogi as
Oh.
lead jammer.
And that's on me. I called it a little too soon. Somebody must have been down or out.
And it looks like the River City jammer is going to the box.
Looks like there may have been.
No. I'm not sure what happened.
Not sure what happened, but you know, it's okay. We're going to start with a new jam, new jammers.
Redo.
See, it's okay. It's okay.
We're going to
Sometimes I
take a
need
mulligan
giant
on that one.
arrows over the jammers so I can know where they're at all times.
On the jam line now for Charlotte is Hell, and River City is
Kill switch.
Hell
out on the outside line. No problem at all there. Beautiful pass to Peter Panic for River City. Hell coming in swinging, punching their way through the wall here as they try to pick up more points.
And that's some fancy footwork by Hell in the front, calling off the jams.
Looks like Peter Panic was able to pick up 1 point for River City. Every point counts. But checking to see if they were assessed a penalty in that last one or not. Looks like, unfortunately, Peter Panic was given a back block penalty, I believe, which means that this will be another power jam for Charlotte.
And there's a power jam.
And Charlotte has lead. That's number 603 once
That's
again.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Almost had some beautiful coordinated offense there. Looks like we might have a skater down on the inside here. That's Dio. Just pulling back, making sure they're okay as the jam continues.
And that River City jammer is out of the box.
Ooh.
Fighting their way through that Charlotte wall.
T-Rex coming back to pick up those points. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And the jam is called off by T. Score is 150.
Make sure that the skater here in the center, that's Dio, is okay as we wait for this next jam to start. Looks like they're going to get walked to the medic station just in case.
Score is 150 to 60.
Almost a 100-point difference here. Jam's about to start. We still have a lot of game left, but looking a little bit like our first game.
I was just going to say that. And both teams here looking smashed up at the turn.
Moving fast as both of these walls try to hold these jammers back.
But River City gets out for lead jam. That's legs.
Deadly long legs. Looking for their friends, doesn't want to risk it, goes ahead and calls off the jam. 150 to 62.
Neon Yogi lining up on that jammer line.
And that's Killer B back again for River City Roller Derby.
Roller derby makes you spin round, round, round.
Jam is on.
Neon Yogi fighting on the inside.
Hit to the outside there by Patient Zero on River City.
Looks like that
trying
Killer
to hold
B
back both teams.
Jammer stuck behind that Charlotte wall in the back.
No lead has been declared just yet, but Yogi gets out lead jammer for Charlotte.
Looks like River City's setting up now for the next pass. And Neon Yogi makes it out. All 4 points.
Sailing through the outside with Killer B right behind.
And Neon Yogi's calling that jam.
Not wanting to risk any points for River City.
24 minutes left in this half. We've got Hell lined up on the jammer line for Charlotte and Lenny lined up for River City.
No timeout has been declared, but we do have both bench coaches kind of convening with the refs. Might just be getting some clarification. We'll see if a timeout is called in just a moment. Jam is on.
False start.
Looks like we had a false start assessed.
And the jammer will be going to the box for Charlotte. That will be giving River City lead power jam.
Beautiful footwork there by Lenny Scabbets. Some excellent track awareness. Giving them lead jammer.
And River City trying to capitalize on this this power jam.
Power jam.
And River City seems to be scoring some points. While that Charlotte is still in the box.
We believe the Charlotte jammer was assessed a false start penalty, which is very rare that it happens, but it does happen. Big hit by 23 on Charlotte with the skirt action there, hitting Lenny to the inside.
Hell back on the track, jamming for Charlotte, and she is through the pack. And is not lead. And jam is called before Charlotte could score any points.
Definitely an exciting jam to start off this half here. Both of these jammers bringing the fire. Kill switch out on the line for River City Roller Derby.
And T out there for Charlotte. Bad assets. Looks like Coach Pauly is coming into the middle to call a timeout for Charlotte.
All right, as we have this team timeout, we're going to go ahead and give it up for some of our other sponsors this year. We have the Plug It Up Podcast, Torchy's Tacos, and Sacred Roller Skate Supply, all helping River City out this season. Again, one of our main sponsors is Haunts of Richmond. They are sponsoring our Pose Punishers this year, locally owned and operated, celebrating 20 years as Richmond's haunted history professionals. Public tours, private tours, and special events are offered year-round. Tickets and information are available at hauntsofrichmond.com. You can check out Haunts of Richmond on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can, of course, still buy tickets to our next game, which is just going to be in 2 weeks on June 14th. That's our Pride theme game. Be sure to go ahead and purchase a ticket today to get that $2 discount. We'll be taking on Nashville Roller Derby in another doubleheader, I believe.
Here?
I'm not sure. I'm again once again requesting some jam line dancing. I've yet to see a dance off happen. But again, serious athletes, serious sports. They don't want
Very,
none of my
very
nonsense.
serious.
I just want to see a little wiggle. Just a little wiggle. Gilby's got me.
All right, it looks like the timeout is over, and we're going to be starting this next jam.
Currently looks like we have Charlotte down one blocker with someone starting in the box there. Jam is on. Kill switch up against a strong 2-wall by Charlotte in the back.
And that's T getting recycled back.
Does look like we have T declared as lead jammer for Charlotte there. But Kill switch escapes the pack, even though that lead has been declared. We'll see what happens.
And it looks like T calls that jam off before River City could get any points.
Taking a little bit of their thunder away, but also very smart
Yes,
derby.
Very smart.
If anything, I would say that we have seen lots of very smart derby from Charlotte.
And when it comes to roller derby, you go out there with a plan, and doesn't always work out that way. Your plan.
My personal plan is to just run into people as hard as I can and hope for the best.
Legally.
Very much a no thoughts, just action person.
Oh, and there's Lawless Lucy on the jam line for Charlotte against Legs, it looks like, for River City.
Woo!
Woo!
Little bit of
Little pile up on turn 3.
player-on-player action there. But we have Lacey out as lead jammer, Legs hot on their heels. And a player picking up a penalty for Charlotte there as they head to the box.
Looks like Terabyte.
Some big hits there on Legs. Getting out, though, picking up some points. Let them hear it. Excellent little 180 there by Lacey on the outside and choosing to call it off before Legs could pick up any more points.
Score 158-73, Charlotte. Neon Yogi on that jammer line, getting ready for jam number what? Nope. Jam number 9 of this half. Is there a power jam? Oh, no, there's
nope. We have Killer B out there for River
Killer
City.
B.
And getting lead. Oh, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. It's still anybody's game.
Neon Yogi fighting that tripod up front, and it looks like they're going to break free and get lead jam. That's Neon Yogi, lead jam for Charlotte.
Almost making it through on the outside there.
Ooh, and Terabyte trying to give some offense.
Yogi just slicing through that pack once again. Looks like we have a Charlotte pivot being assessed a penalty. But we have a star pass to bad last for River City Roller Derby.
And Neon Yogi's calling off that jam. Continuing to make sure that River City is scoreless.
Lenny Scabbets back out there on the line against Hell Earnhardt, the MVP of my heart.
Every time I'm watching Hell skate, it's like they're racing on a track.
Somewhere I hope there's an edit of race car sounds playing behind Hell skating as they get lead jammer.
And again, lead jammer for Hell. This
Lenny was right behind, but unfortunately gets reabsorbed. Doesn't let it slow them down, though. Some big hits here by Madam J trying to close out Hell's lead. Beautiful footwork by Hell and Lenny on that inside line. Wow.
That is some fancy twinkle toe footwork going on there, staying in bounds.
Lenny gets out
Wow.
right as Hell's re-entering. Oh, but a little knee slide. Oh, no. Looks like we have a skate maintenance issue happening on the track. Lenny's going to do their best to just
I think
step out of the
they're
way.
losing a wheel or a truck, so that it will not be able to.
That's no good. Sometimes it's safer to just step away instead of trying to continue on in that situation. That is going to give us an opportunity for a little bit of a power jam here, even if it isn't an official one. River City is currently without a jammer.
And it looks like Lenny's back on the track here,
Quick
ready to
fix.
go.
Oh, big slide though. That was Whopper with that hit to the outside. Making it.
That Whopper is not impossible.
They had them in to out to in to out. Hell getting out on the inside line once again. Lenny finally escaping that one-on-one action. Looking for a little bit of help there from RCRD. Big hit on to shred Flanders there by Hell. Not letting any blocker shut them down.
And that's another 4 points there for Hell.
Looks like Lenny might have picked up a few points.
Looks like Lenny got 2 points on that last jam.
Might even be 3. I see a thumb.
It is.
7 points. Thank you, Nat. 186 to 80. Out on the jam line for River City, we have Kill Switch up against Tyrannosaurus Rex again.
Both jammers still in the pack, fighting for that lead jam.
Beautiful reforms from both teams here.
We see Puck there, number 42 for Charlotte, keeping that bridge.
Right. For those of you at home or first-time watchers, they do have to stay within that engagement zone. They cannot get too spread apart.
And it looks like River City comes out with lead with Killer B.
The Kill Switch.
Kill Switch. Looks like T got out the pack and is right coming up behind also. Coming up for their scoring pass. And River City calls it. Yeah.
We'll just get them from River City to tell Charlotte. All right, folks. Going into this next jam, 186 to 83, we have Deadly Longlegs up against Lacey Lawless out there. Tight tripod here by Charlotte, trying to edge legs out. A strong 2-wall tries to hold back Charlotte, but they cannot stop their momentum.
And Lacey is through for lead jam. But right behind her, looks like Legs coming up.
Legs originally had looked for a star pass, but was able to get through on her own there, just as Lacey gets recycled back by River City. Big hit to the outside by Peter Panic. Lacey's going to call off the jam.
And it looks like River City got 1 point also on that last pass. 2 points on that last pass. Neon Yogi there jamming for Charlotte's Bad Assets.
Killer Bee still stuck in the back here, looking for a little help. Strong 2-wall by Charlotte. Killer Bee looking for that escape and gets
And Killer Bee's out for lead jam for River City. Yogi's getting recycled back. While Killer Bee is coming up on her first scoring pass.
Listen to those cowbells ring. Like a choir.
Crowd's getting excited.
Let them hear it if you're here for some roller derby.
You see Killer Bee pushing that strong Charlotte tripod.
Yogi got ran back a little bit, but is
and getting out
their
for
way
another 4 points.
looks like we have Charlotte's pivot heading to the box. Ooh, a little slip and fall, but Killer Bee stays upright and stays in bounds, trying to work her way through the pack here.
And they make it through for another 4 points.
Another fun fact, too, about Killer Bee. Killer Bee is another legacy player. Her mom was an amazing skater for many, many years and helped us out on the bench today.
Okay.
We love to see it. Yogi getting out once again.
Looks like the pivot for Charlotte is getting released from the box.
Killer Bee is going to call it off. Great jam from both teams. One of your players got my shoulder good. I feel it right in the bone.
Coming up on jam number 14.
190 to 97. Keeping it within that 100-point margin still with 11
Got
minutes.
Hell there on the jammer line for Charlotte and Lenny for River City. Just tiptoeing around everyone.
That was so close to call. I don't know if I could have made that decision.
But they got Hell with lead jammer for Charlotte.
Bad Last being released from the box as well. Going to hopefully help out their jammer a little bit. We'll see what happens. Neither pack slowing down.
And Lenny did get out of that pack. And they're going to be on their scoring pass. That was their first scoring pass.
Big hit, a jump there by Hell.
And it looks like Hell's going to keep going. Not looking like calling off this jam anytime soon.
Beautiful shirt whip there by Hell. We love a stretchy jersey. 2-wall formation here in the front, trying to slow Hell down a little bit. But they will get bridged out and have to release Hell. Lenny still fighting in the back.
Lenny looking for some offense. Trying to get out of that.
Madam Jade attempting to hit to the inside there.
That was Hell with some smart skating. She got knocked out of bounds, but the initiator fell, so they were allowed to go right back in.
These jammers are working so hard that I'm getting tired watching, honestly, y'all. Looks exhausting.
Lenny was working so hard, they almost ran out of their skates.
Another big hit there by number 23.
And Hell just goes right through again for another 4 points.
It's getting a little spicy out there.
Hell slicing. Get a point. You want to not get a point. You know, it's like. And that's. I think this is supposed to be 5, but that's a predictor, so I don't know what the true. Yeah, because Wolfson predicts that. That's not true.
We have a little bit of a team timeout happening here. It looks for River City. We'll be back with y'all in just a moment. We'll go ahead and talk about some of these other sponsors that we have. After Hours Landscape. Tonight's game is brought to you by After Hours excavation and landscape, digging deep and finishing strong even after the sun goes down. Whether it's excavation, grading, landscape design, they've got your outdoor projects covered. Thanks for sponsoring our Hollywood Undertakers. And of course, if y'all are like me, you're getting hungry watching this Derby game. And so I would really recommend you join us at Don't Look Back for the after party. Come grab some tacos, buy your favorite skater a drink. Be sure to say hi and come catch us again in just 2 weeks here at the Convention Center. We've taken on Nashville Roller Derby in our Pride themed bout. Looks like we're setting up to start this jam off again. That's Tyrannosaurus Rex out there on the jam line for Charlotte and Kill Switch for River City Roller Derby.
Kill switch engaged. Ready to go. Jam is on. We've got Kill Switch up front fighting that 2-wall. Offense trying to help Kill Switch out there. Looks like Charlotte reformed up front to make a tripod. And Kill Switch gets out with lead jam. Right behind T and Whopper is out of the box. The box is clear. Looks like they're starting a race.
I was about to say you could thank Dick Dale for that one. Little Mr. Lou playing. That makes me always want to skate a little bit faster. All right, folks, we still have just shy of 8 minutes left in this half.
Might be a official review or
believe
just
so.
some conversation in the middle there.
Don't forget at the end of this game, we'll have MVP awards for Charlotte and our fan favorite for River City Roller Derby. Stick around to see who wins.
Oh, I see some action going on that pivot line.
Oh.
Whoa.
Ah!
Synchronized jumping? Synchronized high fives?
Got a high five with before your skates touch the ground again.
Okay.
Trickier than it sounds.
Hopefully one of those photographers are getting that picture of their all 8 wheels off the ground, levitating, making River City, I want to see you levitate again. Levitate. Levitate.
They're thinking about it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Hey!
Are you guys sure you're roller skaters? Those ups look like basketball players.
Now that's the halftime that I want to see is us having to play a basketball game on skates.
Yes. Or a foot race
I promise
between.
you, I will not be in that game, but still. All right, we're ready to start it back off here, folks. We have Deadly Longlegs jamming for River City Roller Derby
And Lacey Lawless for Charlotte. Looks like Coach Paulie out there styling and profiling in that farmer's onesie.
I heard that Uncle Paul is a farmer. Yep. Fun facts. Also, I will say Paul has been in Derby a very long time. Charlotte has some excellent bench knowledge going on over there.
Fun fact, I just joined Charlotte's league, and Paulie is my new coach.
Yeah, I gotta say, Biz, I think you've done a great job announcing for the very first time ever.
Yes, first time, first
Appreciate
timer here.
Getting
Very
to have my
nervous.
sibling up here.
I think I've seen you more in the past month than I've had in a year.
Yeah. We got practice tomorrow morning still.
Can't wait. So
All
we're looks like a little bit under 8 minutes left in this last half. Scores 217 to 106. Charlotte.
See some shoulder shimmying, very subtle, very slight happening out there from River City. Little shoulder shimmy.
You can always tell when the game's almost over. A little bit of the loosening up, the dancing, the relaxing.
I know by this point I'm usually out there like, ready for
After party.
food.
I'm ready for the after party.
The after parties where the real challenge begins. I love to instigate some leg wrestling, some arm wrestling. Game doesn't have to end here, folks.
Challenge your favorite derby player for a leg wrestle. And here comes Lacey Lawless
Pushing this tripod up
fighting
at the
that
front.
tripod.
Little bit
And
of
she's out with lead jam.
beautiful
Oh, and there's
star
a beautiful
pass.
panty pass there by the
Right.
River City.
That's going to be number 13, Tofu. Jamming for River City now as Lacey comes back around the track here. Not wanting to take the risk, Lacey calls it off before Tofu can pick up any points. Setting up for the next jam. Killer Bee faces off against Neon Yogi once again. 219 to 106.
Wow.
Jam is on.
Neon Yogi up front fighting with their offense,
Getting some
trying to
help
get
there.
through that tripod and has almost made it.
Little
Gets called
bridge out.
lead jam for Neon Yogi.
Another beautiful panty pass there. Helmet cover pass by River City.
The Neon Yogi's back up at the pack with her first scoring pass, 4 points.
Jamming for River City now is going to be Bad Lass. Trying to make her way out of the pack still. And is able to escape. Yogi getting knocked to the outside there with a little run back by Grim Possible. Ref down.
And the jam is called.
Don't worry, y'all. The ref got back up. It's okay.
And the ref is okay, but might need a ibuprofen later.
If you're interested in roller derby, but you don't know if you want to be on skates because that could happen to you, we, of course, have our officials in the all black. We love to have you be a part of our league regardless. We have positions for skaters, non-skaters. We need everybody, though.
Cheerleaders.
Yeah, you got to compete for that fan favorite. Jam is on as we have Lenny Scabbets up against Hell Earnhardt here. Out the gate, Hell.
And Lenny is out for lead jam for River City. Lenny coming up around. Say that shit. Big hits by Terabyte there on Lenny.
Terabyte's
forcing the call off.
Terabyte's been cleaning up the track with people tonight. It's the skirt. I'm convinced that the skirt helps you send people into outer space. Kill switch
Or
out
the
here on
hockey
the
helmets.
jam line.
I feel
Or
like
the
hockey helmets, they mean business.
Make you more aerodynamic. Yes. Kill switch up against.
It looks like Tyrannosaurus Rex. And T gets out on the outside for lead jam for Charlotte's bad assets.
Strong run out there. Kill switch gets out. Not far behind with a little help there from River City.
T assessing the pack as they enter, calling off the jam, trying to have a 0 score, but it looks like River City pulled out that one.
Deadly long legs out on the track here for River City, and I believe that's Lacey once again for Charlotte Roller Derby. 227 to 109.
Little under 4 minutes left in this half. Jam 20. Jam is on. I actually love that derby name. Jamazon. Woo! And River City gets that whip out the outside and gets lead. Jam.
Excellent reforming there by River City, giving them just enough time to get legs out as lead. Little bit of a pile up there on the inside.
And
line.
legs is through on the inside for 4 points. Legs looking back, checking to see that Charlotte Jammer went to the box. It will be a power jam for River City.
River City currently down a blocker as well, as one of their blockers have picked up a penalty, giving legs time to get out and get lead.
Legs, taking a big hit by Whopper. It's
Whop.
impossible.
Deadly long legs deciding to neutralize that next jam by giving River City the opportunity to start on a power jam as we head into one of our final ones for this game. Just under 3 minutes remain. 227 to 116 Charlotte's favor. Killer B out on the line as we start off with this power jam for River City.
The pressure is on. Looking for a 50-point jam. Killer B fighting that 2-wall in the front and makes it through for lead jam. But Lawless is back on the track.
Lawless was right behind B. Made me a little nervous for a moment there. Now it's a foot race between both these teams, neither one wanting to be a point. Sometimes they just like to sprint.
And Killer B calling it off, saving their legs.
Get some laps, casual laps.
Well, now that Earnhardt's back on the track, they can continue those laps.
Racers, start your engines.
I like that. Like it.
Listen, if I had known there was going to be a Hell Earnhardt on the other team, I would have come up with lots of jokes.
Turn on that engine. We got Hell and Lenny battling it off. Lenny's already taken off the helmet cover.
Nice cleanup there by Charlotte's pivot. Lenny dropping the hat, but is able to retrieve it. Still going.
And Hell gets out as lead jam. Charlotte will be in control of this jam with 58 seconds left in this period.
Well, very nice pop on the outside line there by Hell.
And that was a nice hit by, I think, 379. Smashed Lenny.
Hell gets through once again.
Hell making it look too easy.
Lenny getting shut down by Terabyte out there. As
Another 4 points for Hell.
Oh, but Terabyte will be picking up a penalty. The skirt went too hard.
Terabyte in the box, and Lenny is looking for some offense to help. Lenny fighting that tripod in the back. Hell is in between has a 4-wall.
Looking at the period clock there. Trying to see what they want to do as they finish
looks like there's
this out.
25 seconds left in this jam. And it's been called, and Smashed Potatoes looks like they're going to the box.
All right, folks, we're going to have your MVPs for you in just a moment as we wait for the official score to come back to us. All right, folks, come around and circle up to high five your skaters. So we again wait for this final score to come in. I knew that thing. So I was like, you should come and do this. Because no one had signed up yet. Like, you'll be great.
Yeah.
I like it because it's like, all right, folks. Still waiting for that official score. But we do have your MVPs ready. MVP blocker for Charlotte Roller Derby will be Impossible Whopper. And our MVP jammer for Charlotte Roller Derby is going to be Tyrannosaurus Rex. And for River City Roller Derby, your fan favorite of the night was Killer Bee. Your final score for this game will be Charlotte Roller Derby 243 to River City 120. Catch us again in 2 weeks here at the Convention Center against Nashville Roller Derby. Have a great night.